Aloha, I'm Jairus Hedges, Dean of the John A. Burns School of Medicine. Last year, we saw so many individuals within JABSOM and the greater community take the pledge to join the fight against domestic violence. This year, we wanted to highlight the Domestic Violence Action Center, one of the leading organizations that supports victims and their families affected by domestic violence here in Hawaii. Please consider learning more about the center and donating to their cause. Mahalo.
Domestic violence accounts for 15% of all violent crimes in Hawaii, with over 65% of reported victims being women.
What I'm about to share is a story from a domestic abuse survivor. I always thought that I was a strong person and wouldn't end up with anyone who would put their hands on me. Well, he put his hands on me and I stayed. We became a ohana, having keikis and making a home. I thought he'll never put his hands on me again, but the verbal abuse never stopped. What broke us? He put his hands on me for the last time. What we feel inside is what we need to listen to. I felt he was using again, like he was when he first started. He was a smooth talker and I had no proof. CPS didn't listen to me. However, I met DVAC and they heard me loud and clear because it turns out I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only one that this happened to. They showed me I'm not alone and I don't need to be scared to speak up. We can end this by fighting to end domestic violence.
In a single day in Hawaii, domestic violence programs served 505 victims.
41% of Hawaii domestic violence programs report being understaffed, underfunded, or both.
I stand with you and I will fight for you.
You are strong and you will get through this. There are people who love and support you.
Let's end domestic violence.
Let's end domestic violence.
Let's end domestic violence.
Let's end domestic violence.
Let's end domestic violence. Together we can do this.
Please consider donating to the Domestic Violence Action Center, a nonprofit organization that is hard at work making a difference in the lives of island families, children, and marginalized communities across Hawaii. They are committed to addressing domestic violence and other forms of harm through leadership, unique services, legal representation, survivor and system advocacy, community education, and social change work. Visit domesticviolenceactioncenter.org to learn more and to donate. Mahalo.